Okay, so we're going to keep doing a couple of examples. Again, once you feel like you understand what's going on, go ahead and stop. I'm just going to do 2 or 3 more examples while we're moving on. So I'm going to move on to my volume equals my base times my height. Remember that base is the actual area of the triangle that's at the bottom. So knowing that, we know it is 1/2 times my base times my height. My base here on this triangle is 2 times my height, which is 3, and then my height of my overall triangular prism is 4, and that's that dotted line that's right there. Continuing on, so 1/2 times 2 times 3. Well, 2 times 3 is 6. Half of 6 is 3, so I'm going to take 3 times 4, which gives me a volume of 12 meters cubed. Okay, so we got 12 meters cubed. All right, let's take a look at this next one. It says Dirk has a triangular shaped piece of cheesecake in his lunch. Find the volume of the piece of cheesecake. Notice where this 90-degree angle is. So this is my base and my height is 6 right here. So we're going to go back to, I'm running out of room. Let's go ahead and erase some of this and see if we can make some room. So going back to our problem, we're going to go to V equals base times height. V equals 1/2 times base, which is 4, times my height, which is 6, and then my whole height of my rectangular prism is 3. So we're going to go V equals 4 times 6 is 24. Half of 24 is 12 times 3. Therefore, my volume is 36 inches cubed. All right, and then we're going to take a look at this one for our last one. And I'm going to kind of give me some more room to work down below. So number 4, it says find the base length. So we're missing the base length. Remember, this is what this really looks like, is volume equals base, which is 1/2 times base times the height of the entire prism. So we are missing the base length. So this is the height that we are missing right here. So we are missing that piece. And it says, or actually we're missing the base, sorry, that part. The shipping box has a volume of 276 square feet. And then we have 1/2 times, we don't know that base length, but it tells us that our base height is 6.9, and it says the height of 10 feet. The first thing we're going to do is we want to get rid of this 10, because we have this b in here, but we've got to isolate that variable. So we're going to try to take away all the distractors. Because of that, we're going to take away the 10. So if we're multiplying by 10, the inverse operation is dividing by 10. We're going to divide both sides by 10, which means that that cancels out. And then I'm going to divide this side by 10, and I know 276 divided by 10 means that I just can move that decimal point in one spot, which now I have 27.6 equals 1/2 times base times 6.9. Okay, so let's get this together. Let's start grouping this together. Well, I can take half of 6.9, so I'm going to leave my 27.6 alone, and I'm going to take half of 6.9, which is 3.45, and I'm left with b because I'm still multiplying. I just am combining the like terms. Now I can divide 3.45 on both sides, which is going to give me an answer of 8 over here and my b. So my base is 8, can't remember what it was labeled, 8 feet. All right. Again, I'm going to go ahead and click over. I'm going to do a couple of these examples and then that's it. So I want to find the area first of this, which is A equals 1/2 times my base, which is 7, times my height, which is 6, and then this is the whole height of my rectangular prism, from this triangle with the right angle to this triangle that also has the right angle down here, times 16. So 7 times 6 is 42, and when I take half of 7 times 6 is 42, and when I take half of 42, I'm going to get 21 times 16. I have not done this one before, so I didn't have my math done. Okay, times 16 means that I have an area of 336 meters cubed. Okay, I think that's probably pretty good for the examples. I don't think we need to do any more. Again, if it's still not making sense, go back, re-watch these examples, do them, work them through, use the calculators with as you're working it through to make your life a little bit easier. Don't just sit here and watch me do it. It's not going to do you any good until you actually go in and do it. So, like I said, in the meantime, if there's homework, get started on that. If there's an assignment, if there's a project, if there's notes that you need to do, whatever it is, now's your time. So, again, if it's not making sense, go back and watch any parts of any of these videos.